Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Tosin, and yeah, I actually didn't want to make this video, but I said, you know what, I gotta make it happen, man. I actually wanted to record it yesterday, but there was a lot going on. There's been a lot the past few days, but forget that. Naivety. Declan Rice, he hit the nail absolutely on the head with his comments after the match. What match am I talking about? Of course, Arsenal yesterday lost 2-0 away to Bournemouth at the Vitality Stadium. This was Declan Rice's comments. I'm proud of the players for fighting, even with 10 men. But the naivety, we need to stop making mistakes, because you want 11 players for 90 minutes, and that's what wins you football matches. So Rice hit the nail on the head. There was no referee, and I know he made comments about it's the same thing every week, but I don't want to focus on that. You guys already know where I stand on all of this. VAR conspiracy stuff. You know where I stand. If you don't know where I stand, watch my video after the Brighton match. Watch my video after the Man City match, right? I do not want to focus on VAR. And yes, I know Tosin not this Tosin, of course. Tosin for Chelsea got a yellow for the same thing as Saliba today. He got a yellow for the exact same thing. I'm not here to talk about the refereeing inconsistency. I'm not here to talk about, how bad Arsenal are and blah, 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 blah. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the fact that we're 8 games into the season and 3 of them we've gotten red cards. I'm here to talk about the fact that for another game now, another game when there's been zero danger, we've sold ourselves. That's what I want to focus on. Because I said it after the Brighton match, naivety. We just stopped giving the refs a decision. I said the same thing at the Man City match. Naivety, stupidity. Why are you giving the referees a decision? And I'm going to say the exact same thing. I'm going to say the exact same thing after this match against Bournemouth. Naivety. Why give the referee a decision? Who cares about VAR? Who cares? Did VAR tell Trossard to do a disaster pass? Did VAR tell him to do that? Did VAR tell us to be sloppy, to let Bournemouth pressure us? I'm going to get to that. Did VAR tell Saliba to be very rash in pulling down Evan Nilsson? Let's say worst case scenario, he breaks away, he's in on goal. There's at least Raya that could save something. Maybe you could get back, you could track. So VAR didn't do that. So I'm sorry. Pardon me if I'm going to focus on what the team can change instead of what the team can't change, which is what referees do. This is not Arsenal victim club. It's Arsenal football club. The team is here to play football and win. And they didn't do that yesterday. As you can see, I'm pretty animated. Now let's actually get into the match itself. I thought Bournemouth credit to Bournemouth. They pressured us. They were actually decent. I say decent because they were forcing, they forced that, I remember the first few minutes, maybe they forced that error from Raya, and obviously Semenyo didn't do well and whatnot. They forced errors out of us. They made it uncomfortable. I mean, not surprised at that. It was kind of similar start last season, but we got an early goal. And then obviously we ended up cantering to a 4-0 win, right? I thought Bournemouth, they were good. But come on, I'm sorry, call me salty. This is not Barcelona. Actually, Barca aren't even that good. Actually, then again, they've improved. This is not, let me think of a good team. This is not Real Madrid. This is not Man City. This is not Liverpool. This is not even Spurs. It's Bournemouth. Yes, good coach. Yes, they played well, but it's Bournemouth. It is Bournemouth. For all of that good pressure, they didn't really create any quality chances. 11v11. So you're asking yourself, all you need to do, guys, is take this game by the scruff of its neck and do what you need to do. But knowing Arsenal, we don't make life easy for ourselves. I just love Declan Rice's comments. It was just naivety all over the pitch. And off the pitch, naive from Arteta. Naive and borderline weird. Bro, what is this midfield of Declan Rice, Marino and Partey? Bro, what are you doing? I came on here 3 days ago. I was confident you're going to start Trossard. Okay, granted, I'm not mad at Sterling on the right. I don't even think he played bad. I think he had a decent game. Trossard on the left just doesn't work for me. I think, thank goodness that experiment is over. That experiment needs to die, sorry. But it was just a strange game. It really was. It was just so sloppy. Couldn't string passes together. So sloppy, so naive in possession. Like, what is Trossard doing? And Saliba, he panics there. Fair enough. But I mean, because we're so used to his incredibly high standards of performances. He panics. He doesn't need to panic there. Does not need to panic. But he panics. And I don't care what people say. That's a red card. Because that's the last man. He's gone. Yeah, maybe people, but he's last man. That's a red card. Like, we can have no complaints about that, right? I'm not looking for consistency and all that. I mean, I do want consistency, but I'm not looking. But even, let's forget that. Even with that, for, what was it? 68 minutes, 10v11, we held them back. They had decent chances. But we held them back. And then what happens? What happens? Martinelli gets a chance. Martinelli, he's able to go one-on-one. You're thinking a team that is focused, a team that's clinical, a team that's full of killers, deads this. Completely deads it. But what happens? He doesn't take his chance. Misses it, fluffs his line. Easy save for their keeper. And then guess what? 2 minutes later, they score. Funny, they scored from a corner. We got done. I found that funny. But yeah, even that, naive. You're 10v11. It's not 11v11, 0-0. You're 10v11, 0-0. And we all know our defense. We can low block the heck out of any team. If we go 1-0 up, we could have done it. But we didn't. And then we concede a quite frankly poor goal from a corner. Well-worked routine, of course. And then that second goal, what's that about? Naive from Kivior. So all I have to say is just naivety. And it's naive because, you can't keep saying refs and conspiracy. This is free. That's nearly half of our first 8 matches. We've been down to 10. This is not a conspiracy. There is a clear issue with the team. There's a clear issue that people, they just decide to do moronic things. They're not thinking. And this is something that's, you can't, this is the thing I want to say. If fans just want to focus on VAR, guess what? The same thing is going to keep happening. I said it against Brighton. Stop focusing on VAR. Focus on the behaviors in the team that's allowing this stuff to happen. No one wanted to listen. I said the exact same thing against Man City. Focus on the behaviors. You can't change what refs do. You can't. You can only change what you do. And I see clearly the behavior has not changed. Just moronic things. Anywho, that's my rant about the negative. I'm going to get to the positive. Also, another thing. What was Arteta doing? Bro, why are you not playing Ethan? Why are you not playing? I was surprised he started Mourinho, to be honest. I thought for sure Trossard would play in the middle and Rice and Partey would start. I didn't think Mourinho would play. And it was strange because essentially you're asking Mourinho to play a role, to kind of do the Ødegaard role. That's not really him. That's not really him at all. And plus, he doesn't really look he's not fully up to speed yet, in my opinion. People are kind of hating on him, but I think he's going to prove to be a good buy. I just think he's a guy who came right at the end of the transfer window. Then he got injured, so his start was delayed. Then you had an international break. Well, then he came back towards the end. Then you had an international break. And it's not like he stayed with the team to work. No, he went away with Spain. Then he comes back and now he starts immediately, right? So I think he'll warm up. But I think Arteta, he made a mistake with his team selection. I think he's got to just set off the pride and just play Ethan. I mean, there's no Saka, there's no Ødegaard. Like, the team is in desperate need of creativity, right? Play Ethan. I don't know, maybe is he trying to save him, doesn't think he's ready for that type of intensity. Play Ethan, bro. Like, stop trying to be this wise guy, Arteta. Just play Ethan. I'm expecting to see a difference in terms of performances against Shakhtar, with or without Saka. I think he's got to change up that midfield. I don't think all three should start. But it sounds all gloom and doom. But here's the positives. What are the positives? In 8 games this season, in 8 games this season, Arsenal have in 8 Premier League games this season, we've only dropped points in 3 of those games. What are those 3 games? When we were down to 10 men. So what does that tell me? If the team if the team are just smart enough just to keep it 11v11, more often than not, we're not gonna lose. We're gonna get the W, right? So I think, and the fact that I actually think it's a good thing that we've got a good run of games. We've got Shakhtar at home. Come on, that's 7. Let's hope you win that at home. You got 7 points on the board now in Champions League. Things are looking a bit better. And then immediately you got a big game against Liverpool. I maintain what I said in my previous video. I think Arsenal beat Liverpool at home. Liverpool, good credit to them. They got a good win against Chelsea at home. But again, I'm going to reiterate. I believe we're a more complete team than Liverpool. I really believe. I don't believe we need Ødegaard. I think we need Saka back. But I don't think we need. I think we can cope. I can't see Liverpool coming to our ground and beating us. Sorry, I just can't. And you may call me prideful, boastful, arrogant, you name it. But Arsenal are a more complete team than Liverpool. And I'd expect us to win at home against Liverpool. So I think that's a blessing in disguise. I think this is kind of a wake-up call for us. And I actually think it's good. I remember I haven't seen a performance this bad since like Fulham away or Everton away when we lost 1-0 in the 22-23 season. Just bad. But I actually think it's good. It's a wake-up call. It means we can't rest on our laurels anymore. We've got to be hungry. We've got to be desperate. And I actually think it's a good thing because desperation can produce a lot in a man. And I think the fact that people are saying, yeah, there's more pressure now in the Liverpool game, that's good. There was always going to be pressure in that Liverpool game. Even if we beat Bournemouth, the aim and the objective would have still been the same. Go out there and win. So I see nothing from us that makes me think that we can't. And yes, Saliba, he'll be suspended. That's a blow. That is a big blow. That's annoying. But even without Saliba, I think we've got enough to beat Liverpool. There's so many options we could do. You could play. I don't want to see Kivior there. I think if Arteta's wise, put Ben White right centre back and put Timber right back. Put Timber right back. Or if you want to, you can do Calafiori. Or if you want to, you can do. There's so many things we can do. But I'd still hope and expect we've got enough quality, we've got enough strength and depth in our back line to still go out against Liverpool and get a good result. So I can totally see us doing it. It won't be an easy game. But again, can't focus on Liverpool. We've got Shakhtar next. So that's the positive. It helps us that we've got these games, Liverpool at home, Chelsea away. Why? Because it means that this annoying loss, we can quickly overcome it by beating Liverpool. We go 1 point behind them, and then we play Chelsea. We can go to their ground and win. In my opinion, we can. So there's a lot. It's not all doom and gloom, right?